Hello everyone, my name is Milo and I usually have my ENFP and INTP friends answer a question on this channel, but today I also included my ISTJ and my INFP friend. So those will be the personality types featured on this video, including myself and INTJ. A little bit of background on this video. When I hang out with my friends, we usually end up discussing philosophic topics anyway, but I wanted to be able to compare their answers, so I sent out a Google form to all of them. We were meeting for INTP's birthday, so I made a little game out of it. I called it Philosophy Mafia, and I would only show one answer to the question, and everyone had to pretend it was theirs and defend it, and then the group would eliminate the one they thought was lying. Background on how the form filling out process went. First, I asked INTP if I could do this at her birthday party, and she said it would be weird if I didn't, and I was like, what do you mean by that? And she said that I was like Willy Wonka, in the sense that I like to experiment on people whenever we hang out. And she's kind of right, but also, hey, when INFP received the form, she texted me, and I quote, "Holy shit, yes." I didn't even tell her what this was for. ENFP, on the other hand, said she tried her best, but her head was hurting by the end of it. And lastly, when I sent ISTJ the form, she said, "How fun." So I said, "Do you find philosophy fun?" And she said, "No, filling out forms." She then asked me if she could answer only yes or no. And I told her, at least write a sentence. And she said she would try her best, but she sent me the form 4 hours later, and most of the answers were yes or no. And I guess I should talk about me. An INTJ, I was the only one who started every sentence with a capital letter and finished it with a period. I encourage everyone to think lightly, so you're not gonna read anything transcendental, but the comparison is still funny. The last thing I'm gonna say, from here on out, I'm gonna talk about myself in the third person to distance myself, the narrator, from myself, the person answering. So here we go. Are humans innately good or evil? Humans are innately stupid, neither good nor evil. Also, what does it mean to be good or evil? It's a matter of perspective. Don't get me wrong, there are objectively evil people out there, but does that mean they were born that way? I don't think so necessarily, but I also don't think they were born good and the evil word corrupted them. That's not a thing. The concept of good or evil is inherently human, aka a perception of the world that we humans have. Therefore, they can be either innately good or evil. Society judges their actions after they do what they do. Neither their exposure to the world and how their brain processes it makes them one or the other. Good. Society corrupts them. None. Life, experiences, and relationships shape us. Also, no one is 100% good or bad. Maybe you make a decision that is good for yourself, but bad for everyone else. What makes us human? If we're talking species-wise, then a bipedal hairless ape? Since this is a philosophical conversation, then I would say our ability to destroy the earth. We're probably the best at it, followed by cow's farts. Being born from another human, the ability to introspection. But are we really? Language, conscience, the ability to make thoughtful decisions and not just do what instinct tells us. Is there anything wrong with being selfish? If I say there is, then I should change my entire way of being, so I'm gonna say no on this one. I just feel like every time I didn't put myself first, I regretted it. If you're self-sufficient and you live alone in the middle of nowhere, go ahead. But if you live in a society like the rest of us, put the selfishness down a little because it may affect your relationship with the rest of the world. Nope, it helps with our self-preservation. Only when you hurt others intentionally. What's wrong and what's right, I can't say. You decide whether it's best for you to be selfish or not. Do humans need other people in order to live? No, absolutely not. I will say that living in society and all that was very important for our evolution, but like To live? Maybe humans need other people in order to feel a sense of belonging and to have fun. I don't really know what people do, but to live in this day and age, and I'm talking about humans as a species, the concept of humans. Physically, no. Mentally, complete loneliness drives people insane, literally. Not really, but a community makes it easier. Yes. Absolutely yes. Is one human life worth more than another? Yes. That's a fact. I'm sorry. Yes, but some lives are harder to maintain than others. What makes it easier for me to be pro euthanasia is the fact that living under those conditions ain't living. Yes, but there is not a fixed metric for it. It would depend on the context. No. I mean, if you have killed or abused or things like that, well, maybe yes. Is ignorance really bliss? Yes. I always thought that the more I knew, the clearer things would get, the easier life would be, you know? But as I grew older, I realized that people who are clueless, I don't know if they're happier, but they worry less. And I honestly strive for that. Yes, we play dumb and move on. Absolutely. Yes, what we don't know can hurt us. The less you know, the happier you live. Can't relate because I want to know everything to sort of have it under control. Not really happening though. Does morality come from within or outside ourselves? I have no clue how it feels for everyone else, but for me, it came from within. I'm not the type of person that takes in other people's opinions, and morals are subjective. So if someone said to me, people shouldn't lie, I would be like, great, that's your opinion, I guess. I don't have a set of personal rules or anything. I just trust that I'm a good enough person to know what's the right thing to do when the moment comes. Bitch, what even is morality? I would say both though. Both. It is up for the person to find a balance. Both. We decide what our morals are based on what we see and experience in society. I think humans have an innate capacity to decide whether to act morally or not, but what is morally correct and incorrect is dictated by an external factor, society, and what's best to keep some sort of order within it. Would you kill one person in order to save 1,000? I mean, if I like that one person, yes, of course. Who even are these people? I don't care. Do you know how hard it is for me to like people? 100%. I would kill a person regardless, but I guess it depends on the person I have to kill. It depends. Who are these people? I mean, I don't think I can say unless I'm in that situation. Right now, I don't think I could kill anyone. Can anyone ever really understand other people's feelings? Well, I am the wrong person to ask that. I don't think so. Even if you know the context and the person well, you can imagine, but you can't know. And you need to know in order to fully understand. Nope. Feelings are a unique experience, and we're only gonna be able to understand what our experience allows us. For example, I don't know what it feels like to be a refugee, losing your home to war, but I can use my brain and imagine. It's not pretty. No, every experience is unique, but we can do our best to understand. No, but we can get close to understanding someone who has gone through something similar to what we have. Maybe something similar because you relate it to your own experiences. Empathy can give you a sense of understanding, but you won't understand 100% what the other person feels because the mental processes of each person are different. Do memories still exist if you forget them? If a tree falls in a forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Yes, it does, and yes, they do. Memories are moments that you remember. If you don't remember them anymore, then the memories disappear, but the moment is real. Huh? Sounds like an oxymoron, I'm sorry. Most of the time, if the memory is impactful enough, no. A memory is something you remember. The thing that happened still exists, just not your memory of it. Can order come from chaos? No. Everyone who says they're all about organized chaos is lying. Define order? Chaos implies a lack of order, but my apartment is living proof that with enough determination, you can turn it into order. Yeah, it will eventually form a pattern. Yes, we can learn from past experiences. I think trauma can create a safe space for some people in chaos. Some people seek chaos because it's all they know. So that's it from my friends answering philosophical questions. Some further discussions that did arise include the pro-euthanasia stand kind of came out of nowhere for everyone. So we asked INFP what was that about, and she said that that is something she thinks about constantly. So there's that. INTP and ISTJ said that I should have provided context for every single scenario. INTJ told INTP that her answer to would you kill one person to save 1,000 sounded like she was considering killing someone despite this context, and she tried to give her the benefit of the doubt, but INTP said no. And lastly, with the chaos question, INTP said that it was math, that it was science, and she looked INTJ in the eye and told her, "You are wrong." And also, everyone asked INFP what she meant by her chaos answer, because everyone was a little bit concerned. She had just misinterpreted the question. If you want more MBTI videos, there is a playlist on my channel, but I'm gonna go for now. Bye!